Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome today to another mutual aspect video, and today we're going to be doing Moon and Jupiter mutual aspect. And what happens when Moon and Jupiter are mutually looking at each other, meaning they're 7 houses apart, they're 180 degrees apart, directly opposite to each other. That means they're looking at each other. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this mutual aspect or whatever mutual aspect you have, all the planetary placements, all the things that you're going through, your time periods for that, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light. And especially at the second page of the report, you'll see exactly where your planets are placed. So you can see if, Moon is in Taurus and Jupiter is in Scorpio. So there's a mutual aspect directly opposite to each other. Now, Moon and Jupiter mutual aspect creates a pretty good yoga called Gajkesari yoga. Back in the day, they said people with Gajkesari yoga, because anytime Jupiter and Moon are 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th place from each other, creates this yoga. It's a yoga of getting elephants and horses and all the conveniences in the world. Simply means that one will be living in comfort. Okay, and the effect of this yoga will mainly depend upon the sign placement of both of these planets. So if they're in harsher sign, then the effect of this yoga is not felt. If they're in pretty good sign or one of them is stronger, then the person will feel this yoga, especially in Mahadasha and Antradasha of Jupiter and Moon, or Moon or Jupiter. So when Jupiter and Moon are looking at each other, first of all, what is Moon? Moon is your mind. Moon is your happiness. Moon is what makes you feel feelings, within you. It's how you're receptive to other people's energy. It's your motherly emotions. It's your ability to find peace in life, pretty much. That's like the bottom line of Moon, finding peace. And then you have Jupiter. Jupiter represents that divine hope, that belief system, your teachers and gurus, wealth, children, all the celebrations in life, all the major celebration Jupiter represents, like birth of children, marriage, promotion, graduation. Any kind of awards, achievements are seen through Jupiter. So Jupiter becomes this great divine hope. Jupiter is also known as a planet of expansion. Wherever it sits, or whoever it sits with, it expands the quality of that planet. Now, most of the time, this mutual aspect can represent that the mind has a lot of hope within it. The mind has great guidance. Like your mind was guided into the right direction because of Jupiter. No matter how hard the situation is, no matter how bad the situation is, you seem to find hope in your mind. You seem to feel like, no, I will come out of this and I will make it happen. There's this great hope at all times. So that's a good thing. But what it also does, it inflates your emotions. So if let's say you're a very emotional person, let's say Moon is in Scorpio. Moon is receiving the aspect of Jupiter. So what's happening is Jupiter is throwing its light of expansion. So Jupiter is trying to expand Moon's emotions, meaning that when you cry, you cry. When you're happy, you're happy. But obviously Jupiter is always the positive. It's like that Amrit, Ganga Jal. So Jupiter looking at Moon, when Moon is debilitated, shows you have great hope in face of adversity. You always found hope and you always found good things when you investigated them. That's what happens when Moon is in Scorpio. Basically, it just represents that Moon will receive all the good things in life through Jupiter. But remember, this is half the story. We do not know what house Jupiter is ruling, what house Moon is ruling, what sign they're both placed in. Because they'll be exchanging their energy to each other, right? So whatever house they're placed, those energy will be exchanged. So if let's say Jupiter becomes like a functional malefic, let's say for Cancer ascendant, Jupiter rules the 6th house of obstacles, illnesses, diseases, enemies, or it also represents work, co-workers, service, animals, small animals. So here Moon, for Cancer ascendant people, can show one's getting this expansion of Jupiter related to the 6th house. So suddenly you feel this exposure of obstacles and enemies coming after you in form of guru. Meaning some teacher might come and scam you. So this is why you have to see, but then Jupiter also rules the 9th house. Shows through those obstacles, you will find hope. You will find your vision and your horizon of your mind will expand. So these mixed energies are always coming through Jupiter. Jupiter never just gives good energy. It's never good and it's never bad. Because one way or the other, Jupiter is ruling a certain house. Jupiter is in a certain house. So through those things, it will be expressing itself with you. And this mutual aspect with Moon looking at Jupiter shows that the things that you learn, the gurus that you come across, are these like motherly figures in your life. They become this you form this emotional connection with your gurus and teachers. Shows that your mother, Moon represents the mother. Your mother is a guru. Your mother is a teacher in your life. Whether she taught you good or bad things, well, we don't know. But she's the one who's always going to be this guiding light in your life. Whether she taught you how to pickpocket or how she taught you Bhagavad Gita and all the Vedas. Two polar opposites, but same thing. They're both teaching. One may teach with a stick. One may teach with a candy. But especially when you connect with your teacher, they become this motherly figure for you. You bear your emotions to your teachers. So overall, it's a very, very good, very positive mutual aspect between Moon and Jupiter. But this Gaj Kesari Yoga, which is quite a tricky thing because sometimes you will see it doesn't come to fruition. Because a lot of things have to be seen. What houses these things are placed in, what sign Moon and Jupiter are placed in, what nakshatra they're placed in. So all of these things comes into play to really make that final decision that, okay, Gaj Kesari Yoga did well for you, did neutral for you, it was okay, not bad, not good. You didn't get a Bentley, but yeah, you got a Toyota car during this time period, fine. It gave its results. Because most of the time when you hear Gaj Kesari Yoga, people are expecting, oh, in this time period, man, I'm going to have my dream car, Mercedes-Benz and BMW and whatnot. And then you're like, what? I ended up with a Fiat. What's going on, man? Where you at, Gaj Kesari Yoga? Well, that's where you have to see the levels of these yogas. Okay? So guys, this was my analysis of Moon and Jupiter mutual aspect. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your Moon is placed and where Jupiter is placed and what mutual aspects you have, for that, check out the links here, including all my books, reports, consultations at this link here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with Sun in the first house for Taurus Ascendant. And then Saturday, I might make a video, a very important video on something known as Ascension and what's happening in 2015. There's a huge shift that is happening that I'm feeling. Many other are feeling. And when I researched on it a bit, I exactly knew what was happening. And there's this shift that is happening, and I'm going to tell you how this shift is actually taking place. So I might make that video. I just have to get my head together with that because it's a quite important and big subject. Okay? Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.